I always advocate for making friends with anybody there, right? And that's like, some people don't do that. Some people are out, hey, to find their next girlfriend or whatever, and like they don't waste time talking to anyone who they don't see as their next girlfriend, right? I am one who I talk to the people around me, right? However, one kind of downside, which I experienced tonight, is that when you're out with people who aren't kind of coming from the same place that you are, they may not really understand like what you're doing while you're out, right? They may not understand that you're out to socialize, you're out to meet people, and so they can kind of apply a little bit of pressure, right? And I don't think it's intentional, but for example, tonight I'm out, meet a guy that I've seen several times before, right? At different events, talk to him there. So when he comes up, he's like, "Hey, I recognize you. You're the guy that's in with the ladies." And I'm like, "Well, I try." But like, I'm also talking to him, right? I came up, started a conversation with him. So obviously it's not just the ladies, but still, that's how he starts. And then later on in the interaction, he's like, "All right, so you're gonna go talk to her? You're gonna go talk to her?" And it's like, hey, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, I'm here to socialize, and so I'm not discounting the conversation with you just because you don't have breasts. Like, just because you're not a woman doesn't mean that I'm gonna all of a sudden leave the conversation with you to go talk to some other people. But I think, in his mind, that was just how things would happen, right? You're out socializing, out to maybe meet a girlfriend, and so, hey, are you gonna go do it? Are you gonna go do it? Are you gonna go do it? And like, for me, I feel like for anyone it can be, hey, you take it as a positive, as encouragement, hey, somebody's, cheering me on, or you take it as a neutral, or you take it as a negative, somebody's putting pressure on me. For me tonight, it felt like a little bit of a negative, and I feel like I definitely had to work to lift myself up kind of out of that place, right? And I feel like that is the lesson. Like, some nights you go out, you end up getting in kind of a bad headspace, right? And it's then incumbent on you to work yourself out of it, right? To pick yourself up, to, as they say, pick yourself up by the bootstraps and get back in there. And it can be tough, right? It can be tough. Tonight it definitely took a while. It definitely took a while. But, like, stay in there, right? Because even tonight, certainly not my best night out. Certainly not. But, like, even tonight was better than the nights when I started, right? And that is, like, the journey. I feel like you're always kind of slightly increasing your baseline, right? And I say always. It's not always every time you go out, you're getting better and better. Sometimes it is a step backwards, right? Sometimes 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But on the whole, like, the reps help you get to a better place, right? It helps you make your worst nights less bad. It helps make your best nights better. And so that really is the journey. It may not be glorious all the time. Like I said, a night like tonight was not pretty by my own standards, but, excuse me, but you can still recover and still make the most of it. So that's the lesson for tonight. Keep on getting out there, and even if you have a bad night or the night starts off poorly, my advice, push through, man. Push through. And sometimes it's not even like pushing through. Maybe you can't make it out the other side, but stay in there. Hang around for a little bit. If you're already out at the venue, hang out for a little while, right? The worst thing that can happen is you end up like me, walking back when it closes to, to home. Like, and okay, there's plenty of things you can do. You can get an Uber, you can, rent one of the little scooters, whatever you got to do. But you got to be in it to win it. If you're not out here, then you definitely won't improve. Like, this is not something that you can understand just by reading it, right? If somebody could just wave a magic wand and give you social skills, like, we would all have them, right? So we would all be, presidential level charisma, but it doesn't work like that. So it is a journey. It is something where you're going to have to keep working at it, where you're going to have to keep improving. And that is just the nature of the beast, right? So stay up, keep your head up, keep at it, and stay in the field.